Guys, we're out there. Today I'll be showing you how you can create your own FiveM server. So first of all, you want to go into your browser and type in FiveM.net. Now you want to go over to download server. Okay, once you do that, it'll bring you over here. So right here you see Visual C++ redistributable. You don't need it, but I would definitely recommend that you do get it because it makes stuff a lot easier. So okay, now to start off, we need to go back to our desktop and we need to create a new folder. You can name this whatever you want. This is what your server folder will be called, so we'll just name it server, and that's how we do it. Okay, we open it up. Now we want to create a new folder. We'll call this FXServer. This is where we will have our artifacts at. So we want to come over here, artifacts, download the latest recommended, save. Okay, and once it's downloaded, we can open it. We'll just want to drag it into there. So just get all of these files. All these files and drag them into FXServer, and now we should have our artifacts into the server. So we can go back, and now we want to download our server data. Download zip. Okay, save, open this, and I like to just name mine. I just like to name it server data, but it's up to you. You can name it CFX server data, whatever you want. Now you want to drag it in here. Okay, next step, we want to go in here. Next step we want to create a new text document. Open a text document, file, save as server.config or server.cfg, all files, and save, and that should create us a server.cfg. Now what we can do is we can go back here and we should have it. Now we can delete this text document. We want to open this back up and we want to click where it says example CFG. Now you want to copy all of this stuff right here, and you want to put it right into your CFG. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're on to the next step. So we can go back here. Now we need a key. So I'm assuming you guys do not have a key yet. If you do, you can use an existing key. If not, I'll show you how to create a key. To do that, you can go click on this link right here. Okay, click register. Type in whatever you want to see it as. So we'll just name it server. Server IP address is if you're doing localhost, you just put your home IP. Pick a type, other, and you can just do home hosted. So this just it doesn't really matter. This is just for FiveM to keep their records on who's hosting off what. I'm not a robot, and generate. But I already have an existing key, so I'm just going to click right here, get a key I already have, get this key right here, paste it in here, and just keep in mind you do not want to share your server license key. Just don't share your server license key. If someone does get it, you need to change it or use a different one and set it to inactive. Okay, so now that we've finished all that, I'm going to explain a little bit about the server.cfg. So the first thing, you see this right here, you can leave this default. If you want people to be able to join, you need to add a TCP and a UDP rule to your PC to allow people to actually join the server. So I'll explain that in the description and show you guys how to do that. The next section is the resources. So this is how you'll start scripts in your server. So if I had a folder in my resources folder called scripts, for example, I could just do, and I had a new script, I could just do ensure new script if that's what it was called, and that's how you would do that. But I don't need any of this stuff for now, so we can just go back. Okay, script hook is basically external menus. External menus, I mean lambda, stuff like that. So we can just set this to 1 if you want to allow it. Archon, you don't really need this. This is just for admin commands that are outside of the server. Set tags, we can set any tags we want. So for example, roleplay, someone searches for the roleplay tag and your server is there, then they'll be able to find your server. Root AQ is basically your language, the server language, so en-us for English. Banner is basically when people click on your server, they'll see the banner detail. When someone connects your server, they'll see the banner connecting. So I'm gonna say that we do want this, and we can comment these back in because they'll be commented out. And I have a banner link right here to my banner. Basically, you can just use something that can turn a image into a link and just copy it here. So I want to go like this and like that. Alright. And sometimes you might just need to put .png, so we'll just go ahead and do that. .png. And now the host name. The host name is basically just your server name. So it'll, when people search for your server and they search for, let's say, test server, and there wasn't so many test servers, they would find your server. Now the next thing is the load icon. So the load icon is basically what people will see as your server icon. So to add an icon, you just want to go in here, and you want to get this test.png, and you want to just drag it in here. Now you want to go back to your Server.cfg, and you want to just type test.png, since that's the name of our logo. So whatever the name of your logo is, you just put right here. Basically, this is if you want your server on the server list, you leave it like this. If you don't, comments it back in. Okay, let's see. Okay, adding system admins is basically how you add admins and give them permissions. So you would do this through their Steam identifier, I believe, if you're using Steam authentication. One sync is if you're using subscribe to the Patreon. That's how it works better if you are, I believe. But I'm just gonna set this to false, and you do have to pay if you want it to be above 32, because you have to have one sync. So we'll just put it at 2, but you can also have it at 32. So Steam Web API key is for Steam authentication, Steam based web apps if you're using them in your server. So basically, to create a Steam key, you want to go to this link right here, and when you get there, you want to put your IP, because it will probably ask for your domain. So you want to put your IP right there and click enter or create or whatever it asks after that, and it'll give you an ID. And what you want to do is you want to put it right here, and then that's fine. I can't show you because I can only have one, and I already have one registered. So license key is what we've already gone over. So the last thing we need to do to be able to start our server and actually start it is we need to create a Start.bat file. To do that, we're going to do the same thing we did before. So we want to go into here, File, Save As, Start.bat, All Files, Save. And now we should have a Start.bat. We can delete the old text document, and now we can go in here. I'll have this in the description so you guys can just copy and paste it. We want to go right here, copy and paste that right into there. So this is my file path for my personal server. So to get our own, we want to go in server data, Control C, and then right here, starting at here, we want to just go right there and copy ours. So to get our FX server, our last one, we want to go here, Control C, and right here. So you don't want to go any past this because that's what it's actually referencing. We just want to do our file path. So doing that will do that for us. And then if you want to switch your path, I believe you just do /D. So if we have it on our C drive and we want to go to our D drive, that's how we would switch drives, I believe. I'm sure it has it on the FiveM stuff. So now that we've done that, we should just be able to start our server once everything's done. So let's see if it actually starts and works. Alright, okay, and it looked like it did work. So that's basically how you create a server. If you do get any errors, feel free to ask in the comments, or you can ask in the FiveM Discord. But yeah, that's how you create your own FiveM server. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.